Does a relationship with Christ fill that worthiness thing? Is there a way that it does? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think the flesh can get in the way there. That woe is me, I'm not worth anything. But God has given every one of his children gifts. Every one of them. And when I'm using those gifts, I feel worthy. We talked about this earlier. It affects your life. If you're not right with God, my gifts don't flow. If I'm right with him, my gifts, if he's only given me two, the gift of speak and the gift of anything, prayer, whatever, it'll flow. If it don't flow, usually, almost always, I'm not right with it. Does that make sense?
That is real. I've experienced that this last year.
Well, I'm just telling you.
Wow. Yeah, I've noticed that with my work. Like, I've noticed when, talking about God blessing you, I feel like the more I've worked on getting my relationship right with him, getting my life in order, trying to do things right by him, and getting, just getting those things in order, repenting, everything. I've noticed the things that in my work going way better. It feels like it's just flowing.
Yeah, it will.
How do you make disciples?
Well, I'm probably not real good at it. I try to live my Christian life as a friend and have them learn some scriptures and grow that way, just through being a friendship. I don't think I'm a real good disciple maker. I think God gave me some gifts to preach, and I try to do that, just like you heard some of it. And I feel real comfortable with that. Anytime you have a gift, you always feel fulfilled to use it. If it's not a gift, you will not feel fulfilled. You'll be a little bit uptight. You're stepping out of your comfort zone.
It's funny. I've always had people, even growing up at church, say, talents or gifts, and when it comes to filmmaking or something. And I look at it now and I'm like, yeah, I've always felt fulfilled to use it.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
Even if whatever it is, you'll feel fulfilled. If you don't feel fulfilled, at least on a consistent basis, it's probably not a gift.
Yeah. That's an interesting way of looking at it. I never thought about that. When it comes to making disciples, would you say that having people come and see what it's all about is the best approach?
Well, the person has to have a little interest, and that comes from him. See, if you seek him, you'll find him. He promised that.